For Panthers Fans Only is a sports podcast intended for mature audiences and contains profanity as well as extremely spirited conversation. What you see and hear are the sole opinions and depictions of each individual, not at all inclusive of the entire cast or any guests associated with our show. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to stand on business.
Yikes. Hate that for you, brother. But then again, no, I don't.
This is not a fire drill, nigga. This the real thing.
Happy bye week. I hope you guys enjoyed the bye, man. Welcome.
Gang, yeah. Fuck that bitch at nighttime. Daytime shit on
This shit actually might get clipped. I don't know what the licensing is on this. I hope it doesn't actually.
This ain't this. Spin up in the face, shot a nigga still.
What's happening? Feeling refreshed, rejuvenated. Honestly, just feeling great. Niggas getting healthy. And real life just ready to make a playoff push, honestly. I'll just be honest. The headphones, we have to get it worked out. I blame it on
I spent the man on drink before I ate.
Sound about right. Yes. Welcome to For Panthers Fans Only. I'm going to go ahead and warn y'all right now, this is not going to be a long episode. We just wanted to do this just to give you guys a piece of content. I know things get kind of dropped during bye week. But listen to me, we're back. We're back. We took our break. We're rejuvenated. We're refreshed. Ready to talk Carolina Panthers football. We're going to go over a couple of things. The ups and downs of this season so far, the ups and downs of individual players, what we've been impressed with, what we've been disappointed by, etc. What the remainder of the Carolina Panthers season looks like. 4 games left, right? 4 or 5 games left remaining. He's not too happy right now. You'll be okay. You'll be okay for sure. But yeah, welcome to For Panthers Fans Only, man. If you haven't already, make sure to tap in with us on social media at For Panthers Fans Only on Instagram and TikTok at FPFO_podcast on X. If you're watching on YouTube right now, shout out to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. And if you're watching on X right now, make sure that you're followed as well. And if you haven't done so, go over to the YouTube channel right now. Go subscribe, go like, go comment, run the numbers up. Very, very simple. No cost. But it will help support us. It'll get us in other people's algorithm and help us pop up on your feed so you don't have to find us or look as hard to find us. Welcome in. Haley is here. Terrence is here. And, of course, King JJ is here. Feeling great. Feeling alive.
Disgusting.
Why?
Who refers to you as that?
Well, that's what
nobody.
That's what Haley calls all of us, king and queen.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't mean. That's why it doesn't mean as much because she uses it too.
Well,
frequently.
I told her it's just her it's just her version of saying nigga, more or less. Honestly, it's just her version of saying nigga, more or less.
That's crazy. I just do it because y'all don't like it. So
when you say y'all, who are you referencing? Blacks. It's like, nah, let me not get you hammed up.
Yeah.
Let me not get you hammed up.
Why do you think we don't like it?
Carter literally said, "Stop that shit's cringy." So I was like, "Well."
So then she just generalized and stereotyped all niggers.
I didn't. I literally meant like y'all as a friend group,
Fair
not
enough.
like.
I know, Haley. I'm just like you said, rage baiting. Not even rage bait, just trying to get you hemmed up to see how you can maneuver out of it. Once we get a deal, I just need to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's if we ever do some shit that may get us canceled. Because, unfortunately.
If anybody gets canceled, it'll be y'all before it will be me.
Don't say y'all.
You too.
Who would it be? I think it would be,
you
Dylan.
or Dylan.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Dylan first and JJ second. But very, very tight race. Very, very, very tight, close race.
I'm damn near at the bottom of the totem pole.
You're third.
Yeah, no.
You're third.
I would say Rod.
Rod knows better.
Rod is just too, he's damn near too corporate for his own good at times. So, when it's just some corporate shit, he's just going, that's why I just know. Because I don't even play the corporate game at work. You do a good job with that shit. You and Rod do a great job. I don't even play that dumbass shit with them niggas at work. I'm telling you.
I put on my suit and tie.
Okay.
I had a fucking, never mind.
I think for JJ, it would just take the right person saying the right shit, and you would just lose everything.
No, I don't think so. I think I have a bit more self-control than you guys give me credit for. Transparently. I do.
Do you remember the last episode?
What did I say the last
The
episode?
opening?
The opening?
Yeah.
What did I say?
How you weren't going to speak on something, but then you just...
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is very true.
Yeah. So
Shout out to bro.
I just think it takes the right person.
Shout out to bro. Hey, listen, I'm in a totally different headspace this week. Shout out to you, my nigga. I hope God brings you everything God brings you everything you desire in life. Shout out to you and shout out to all the YouTube channels that's on the come up because we ain't nobody as far as I'm concerned. We just work very hard to get where we're at and we have multiple milestones that we're trying to get to and I apologize for. Actually, no, I don't. I don't apologize for shit that I said last week. I fully stand by and support that message and refer to the tag at the front of the episode. All individual takes and opinions.
Correct.
Until it's FPFO as a conglomerate and presented that way, but we are all individuals.
If y'all see us dolo, don't be trying to, slide behind nothing that JJ said on me. No, I'm saying
so that is. I'm not gonna lie, that's pussy.
No, it's not.
Niggas want to see something about me behind Terrence that I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Didn't you literally just tell me when I walked in if someone breaks in my shit, like it's because of something y'all said?
Yeah. That's exactly what he said.
No, I said that's because that what the fuck JJ was talking about. I was like, if someone ends up going in your shit, then blame it on Dylan and JJ, literally.
Yeah. Dylan be on one, but I'm not gonna lie, Dylan really be popping. I think that shit might have like 2 million views at this point. He be getting that X jumping for sure. Shout out Dylan. Shout out Rob. I want to do a giveaway. And I guess this is how we'll start the episode with me just kind of, because it's just very relaxed. It's just very relaxed. I want to do a giveaway, but I just don't think it needs to be tickets. And actually, you know what? But then again, bro, it's kind of hard, bro. I know that shit just left a terrible taste in our mouth, but if we could do a giveaway for the Tampa game, that would be lit. I think that would be dope as fuck. Playoff implications the week before Christmas. But I guess we should probably discuss that internally, right?
Yes,
before I
1,000%.
I think that was the fuck up last time.
Mm-hmm. Was it? Heavy as the head. I don't give a fuck.
And now it's that.
What was the fuck up last time? It was something that I did?
No, we just didn't communicate.
Things weren't properly vetted internally and stuff like that.
That is very true.
We just have to go through a more strict process.
Yes, 1,000%. I totally agree with that. I do put that on me. Put that on me.
He must really be in the giving season.
I know.
Because
I wonder what the hell we're going to get for Christmas.
Literally 2 weeks ago.
I already told you earlier. I already told you earlier that I don't even know if you're getting shit from me. Honestly. Because I can't stand up begging, motherfucker.
I'm not begging. I'm just asking.
Especially when that motherfucker got more chocho than me. What are you getting
Why do you keep saying that? What are you
getting me?
Why do you keep saying that?
Because
why does everybody think that?
Nigga, because you're getting to it. You're getting to it, nigga. You make more cho than me. I mean, what do you want me to say? You get more cho than me, and that's just the reality. Actually, I have a perfect gift that you can get me this Saturday, actually.
No, I'm getting my shit this Saturday.
This Saturday or Friday, whatever that day is, make sure that you're in line and do it in your hometown. Apply for raffles and my damn it size 12, nigga.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
I'm
getting how?
That shit is
bro.
lame,
I
bro.
literally have to enter in the raffle. I have like one of the most popular shoe sizes in the fucking world, 11.5. Like it's gonna be way harder for me to get my shoe than to
You
get
would
a
have been
12.
able to get that off if you were 10.5.
No, bro.
11.5 ain't that crazy.
Yes, it is, bro. If you go and look it up, 11.5 is like one of the most popular shoe sizes. They always tax for them.
Well, I need a size 12. And I looked on StockX not that long ago, and the price really wasn't that bad. So if I can't get them retail, I'm getting
What was
them
it?
on StockX.
What was the price?
$320. My size.
See, I need to get that.
I mean, they're going to be $230 retail, so it's like, you know. But the thing about it is, once they hit you with them fees on StockX, them fees and that shipping, it be OD, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit, that $330 or $320, whatever, that shit gonna turn into $410, $415. And I just damn near don't know if I'm at that point in my life where I can do some shit like that. Spend that much on some shoes.
And you think that I'm gonna go out my way to get them for you?
Yes, I do. I really, really genuinely do, because you're having shit more than me. And you're going to be able to get them retail. If you just
why
so
am
happen,
I going to be able to get them retail?
Nigga, listen to me.
I haven't hit on a raffle in so long.
Bro, if you just so happen to get your hands or have the ability to get a size 12, damn it, at the very least, proxy it for me. And I'm telling you that I'm only paying fucking retail.
You going to damn near hate what I got to say when I tell you if I'm able to get my hands on a size 12 and not 11.5.
You're going to keep them for yourself.
No, I'm just going to trade them.
Yeah, that. And so then, chat. Listen, nigga.
But why wouldn't I?
Chat, when y'all see or when y'all hear this nigga say, "Oh, he's in the season of giving" or whatever.
I ain't said that yet.
Well, whatever the fuck you say. Oh, you say, "Oh, I can't wait to see what he gave me for Christmas." And I say, "Yeah, nigga, I just don't know if you're getting a damn it. I don't know if you're getting shit." That's the reason.
But the thing is, I haven't asked you for a specific thing, so why are you asking me for a specific thing?
What do you think
Something that costs fucking $230.
Yeah, I feel like that with your tax bracket. I feel like that's reasonable. I feel like that's reasonable. Also for you, I don't even think that I don't know if I'm getting you anything.
We already discussed we're not getting each other anything.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
So then that's all you need to do is worry about me. That's great.
If y'all discuss, why didn't we discuss?
Well, because it wasn't a discussion for me and you. You should be giving me something, and probably next week on the episode you should be presenting me with a present.
Not gonna happen.
Or maybe not that next week, the following week when the Gammas come in and they touch down. And make sure you do that.
Unfortunately, you're not getting those from me.
Lame. This
So
week.
find something else.
What did you?
I have a great idea. Maybe you should ask the person that bought you that jersey that one's home.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think.
Perfect.
I don't think.
Amazing.
Can please never do that again. Please never do that again.
Whoever bought you a jersey, if you're watching, listening to this episode, he needs to game us. Perfect. We got you set up well. Thank you, Haley.
Haley, never do that shit again. Never. She She doing too much.
You got like the people know or something who bought you a jersey. You got plenty of jerseys. They're not gonna,
The people don't know who bought me a jersey, but them motherfuckers know who didn't. And that just opens the doors for asking questions and shit. Questions that I don't necessarily want to answer. Let's get into the show. Where are we at? Like 10 minutes in already?
Yeah, can I say something that you can clip out?
Wow. I don't know, because that's more work for me.
What?
No, like,
What?
y'all probably shouldn't say anything about the game because then they'll know when y'all recorded it.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We ain't said nothing. We just reacted because somebody just got stretched.
I know, but if you say a name or something.
Well, I mean, actually, I don't even care if they know when we record it, honestly.
Okay.
We're recording right after we recorded the last episode. So all
Surprise.
of that feeling refresh. Yeah, all that feeling refreshing shit. All thing we did was change our fucking clothes and get the recording, nigga. We not coming back in this bitch next week. So when y'all see this, it's a fucking 8 days old. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to tell niggas. And we'll be back Friday night for the live stream.
Dylan might be hot, boy.
Yeah, he's gonna be. But he'll be okay. He'll be okay. Dylan, we love you, but I'm not about to keep putting miles on my bitch. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not.
God, here we go again.
Well,
I know I won't be driving, so.
I don't know why we didn't cover that last episode.
Last episode,
That's for damn sure you won't be.
Yeah, no, you're 1,000% right. You're 1,000. Can we just? This is where I want to start. Adam Thielen cut by the Minnesota Vikings last week. it would make sense, in my opinion, in my thought process, in my brain, for the Carolina Panthers to bring him back if he's willing to come back. I know that you despise it, and from a morale standpoint, I do too, because Adam Thielen is a dick to me. I mean, I just damn near can't stand him. But from a production standpoint, the relationship him and Bryce have, I wouldn't be mad at the Carolina Panthers making a move there. And he requested out of Minnesota. Minnesota, thank you so much for the draft capital. We knew the nigga was washed and done when we sent him to y'all. We knew that we were the only ones that would make him work. We knew we were the only ones that gave him an opportunity when he was down on his dick. And we just wanted to give the fuck nigga some help and some life. And that's what we did. We used him, and we kicked him to the fucking curb. And now, the grass ain't always greener, like you said. But how do you feel about it? Is that something that's plausible in your head? Do you think that that's a good decision? I know how you feel as a fan, but I'll let you have the opportunity to display that.
I mean, even like as a fan, I feel like at some point, like some of the players probably feel the same thing. Like you literally want it out. Like your whole family was on the internet, on X, championing for you to be traded, go back to your home city or whatever. You didn't want to be here. And so, and even before, when he was at the little golf tournament, he was like, oh, I was like, he wanted to go to KC or whatever he said. Whatever.
Was that damn near before he even took a snap with us?
Yeah.
Or was that the following offseason? I can't remember.
But it was a slick comment like that. And just all of that roped in with each other. It's like, I'm under the impression that you don't want to be here. And I feel like there's nothing worse. Like, okay, maybe he can help us out a little bit. But in that same breath, like, I feel like it's going to do more damage than good if you actually don't want to play for us. So if you don't want to play for us, then I don't want you. And he's going to retire after this year anyway. So,
yeah, I mean, I honestly don't think that he would come back to Carolina, but I wouldn't be mad at the Panthers for contacting him. I wouldn't be mad at them for hitting him up.
Maybe.
I would not be mad at them for hitting him up.
Like, I wouldn't come in here and slander them or anything like that, but my stance is I don't want them back.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel as though this offense has reached its full potential? At any point this season, do you feel like the offense has reached its full potential?
Not necessarily. Like I said, I think last week we seen more of a balanced approach, and we seen like what this offense could be. Like if they continue to click on all cylinders, if they continue to be more consistent. But obviously, I think there was still some meat left on the bones last week as well. So
do you think that he helps us reach that potential? Yes or no? Because you know what I always say, right? I always say elevate your floor. Right, more or less, paraphrasing, obviously, in this moment. But I always say, cut this nigga because your team will become significantly better if you cut this nigga. So in my head, Adam Thielen elevates your floor.
I mean,
is that a fact, yes or no?
I guess, but the reason that I say I don't necessarily think that, it would take us over the top or it would make us reach our full potential, because now we've seen that Bryce had this connection with Adam Thielen when he was here, and that was like his security blanket, so to speak. But we've also seen him establish a lot of trust and faith in the T-Mac as well. So I don't want that to be taken away by bringing Adam Thielen back. Like, I don't want Jalen Coker is now starting to get into a rhythm again. I don't want that to be taken away by the fact of Adam Thielen coming back. So, I mean, especially when he's going to leave. Like, these are going to be players that are going to be here for a while. So, yeah. And we've seen how long it took Bryce to establish that connection with a T-Mac or with a Jalen Coker. XL still hasn't even found it yet. So I don't want it to be a situation.
Why do you
bro, it's just
bro, and literally, like, I was just going like let the episode rock and just hope that his name didn't get brought up. But you're just infatuated with him,
bro. It's a fact. It's a fact. Like, in the fans, I see the fans say the same thing as well. Like, XL and Bryce doesn't have that connection. And who's to say that can't build over time? But it's definitely not going to build if you bring an Adam Thielen back into the room, and that's just taking more target share.
I mean, that's fair. I do agree with the fact that they have not found their connection. I will say that because Bryce, for whatever reason, just doesn't know how to deliver him the football.
And then a lot of the times when he does try to force feed the ball, it ends up being a turnover for whatever it's worth.
Yeah, and I mean, whose fault would you say that is?
I'm not going to get into it. You didn't even want me to bring his name up.
Well,
now you're trying to walk me in. Now you're trying to walk me into something else.
No, I was just asking the question. Just like you like asking me questions when you try and persuade me in one way or another to answer a certain way, right? So now it's my fault that
both. It's both of their faults.
No, I don't.
Excel not. What do you mean?
The nigga can't throw him the football.
So he can throw everybody else the football but him.
Yes.
Okay.
More or less.
That seems a little weird, but.
Well, speaking on Bryce Young, obviously the conversation is going to come up this offseason about picking up his 5th-year option. I'm going to open up the floor to you, but I think that the Panthers would be idiotic to not pick up his 5th-year option. That's just me, but I'll let you cook. Because I think you have to do it after this season, if I'm not mistaken. After year 3, I think you have to commit to that shit. Or maybe I'm just blazing. But not a new contract. I will say that, not a new contract, not yet.
Yeah.
I'm still fully on that bandwagon. Go slow.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not a new contract. I don't think I feel like I wouldn't like hate them picking up his 5th-year option. Like that wouldn't be something that I'm just like totally against. But I think when it comes to like new contract talks, 100% no, not at this time, because I don't think he's shown enough to be awarded that. Now, obviously, we've seen flashes, games here and games there, but like we've been saying over this whole season, like there needs to be more consistency. So, like, with picking up his 5th-year option, I think you still leave the door open to where it's like you have him on your team. You have him. He still has the ability to grow. He still has the ability to learn the offense, but you're not committed to him long term.
What does he have to do, in your opinion? Because right now it just sounds like you feel as though he hasn't necessarily earned the 5th year. Even, like, outside of the long-term contract, it sounds like you're still hesitant on even the 5th-year decision. So what does he have to do to end this season? What does Bryce Young have to do for you to have that confidence in the organization, picking up that 5th year and you being confident in Bryce Young being the franchise quarterback moving forward?
I would say, one, you have to go and beat the New Orleans Saints. And then I would say you still have to split with 10. Like, you have to have this team at the end of the season when, we're discussing who gets in and who doesn't. I think that if you want to be confident in Bryce Young being the franchise quarterback, he has to play mistake-free football throughout that stretch. He can't be the reason that we are losing those ball games if we do lose some of those. He can't be the sole reason. And that means, like, having hella turnovers and, putting the team in harm's way, making the defense stay on the field for this absurd amount of time. Like, he can't have games that he had against the New Orleans Saints. He can't have games that he started off against Arizona. Like, those are games that he absolutely cannot have. He can't have games like Jacksonville for him to be, considered a franchise quarterback. And I think that the Carolina Panthers would need to be in a position to where they're actually fighting for a chance to be in the playoffs come the end of the season.
Sure. Not a bad segue there. When you talk about the Carolina Panthers and having the opportunity to make the playoffs, how are you feeling about the remaining stretch? We get Morig back, we get Roseboom back, we get JC back, we get Cade back, and then on top of that, obviously, conversations about Robert Hunt are going to start picking up steam as well, and he suffered the torn bicep or whatever the case may be to start the season, but those conversations are going to start as well. But outside of all of that, how are you feeling about the remaining schedule? I know that you one of the people that had us at 7-10, if I'm not mistaken, to end the season. The Carolina Panthers through 13 weeks have won 7 games. More games or the same amount of games, which is absolutely insane when I say this, but the Carolina Panthers this season alone have won the same amount of games that they won the last 2 seasons combined.
Very
7
nasty.
games in the previous 2 years, 7 this year. We are trending in the right direction for whatever it's worth. But how are you feeling about the remaining 4 games that we have? Or what is it, 5? 4.
Yeah.
Tampa twice, New Orleans, Seattle. 4 games remaining. How are you feeling about the last 4? Because, like I said, you were one of the people that had us at 7 wins. Do you think that the Carolina Panthers lose out?
No, I don't think they lose out because I think that with the implications that's on the line, like that alone is going to build like a sense of fire and a sense of urgency in the team, in the coaching staff, in the fan base. So for one, I think they go and beat New Orleans. I don't think there's any way that they get swept by New Orleans throughout the season.
I would be livid. I damn near might start calling for jobs.
Yeah, being that
overreaction.
New Orleans is such a bad football team, like I just don't think that they lose out against them or get swept by them in the offseason or during the season. With the Seattle game, like, obviously, we've shown on multiple levels and multiple times this year that we can beat some of the best teams in the league. So, going into that Seattle game, you definitely have a chance. Now, the only thing that is going to affect that is going to be like, how do we look in that New Orleans game? Like, what did the offense look like during that stretch? What did the defense look like? We know Seattle has a defense that really gets after it. They can sack the quarterback. They're just really solid on defense. Their offenses, they have JSN, who has a lot of firepower. Sam Darnold has been playing great. He had a game where he threw 4 picks, but outside of that, he's been playing great football. Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet. So they have weapons on that side. Cooper Kupp. So they have a team that you really have to play good football to compete against. Like, it will have to be a game like the Green Bay game, or even a game that we just seen against the Rams. But you have an opportunity to win that game. And then I think that you split with Tampa Bay. Like, at first, at the beginning of the season, I had Tampa Bay sweeping us. But being at the way that Tampa Bay has looked throughout the course of the season, they won a lot of close games that could have gone the other way easily. Seeing the way that the Carolina Panthers have competed against these top-notch teams, like all of that coming together, I think you split with Tampa Bay.
Not mad at that. So you have us at, what would that be, 2 more wins? 9 wins?
Yeah, I think you can
New Orleans and then split with Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I think you can get 9 wins.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
And transparently, I'm fully aware, and actually I think I have the exact scenario. Let me see if I can pull that up. This may be a little confusing, but if you guys are watching and listening, then you should be able to piece it together. But honestly, I actually don't think it'll be that confusing. This came from the Real Ball Knower on X. Shout out to him. Great follow if you guys don't already. At THARBW, the Real Ball Watcher. Find him on X. Great follow again. He said, I don't know if it's been said, but with the Bucs being 7-5, which they are at the point of us recording, we've established that. With the Bucs being 7-5 and us sitting at 7-6, all we need to do is beat the Saints and sweep the Bucs. The Bucs could win all the games left except the 2 against us, and we still get in if we beat the Saints or Seattle. So that's the scenario for the Carolina Panthers. Long story short, win 3 ball games.
Yes.
That's it. Win 3 ball games, and the 3 ball games that you win must include Tampa Bay twice. And, you know, that's going to be the real test. And for me personally, I want it back in blood because I still remember what happened 3 years ago or 4 years ago, whatever it was, when we had a playoff berth on the line when Uncle Steve was in the building and niggas was sliding behind Uncle Steve and Brady came out and absolutely abused the fuck out of Keith Taylor.
Yeah,
I still have that engraved
JC
in my
broke
brain.
his wrist like the game before or some shit like that.
Yep.
And I damn near wanted him to play with a club.
Yes,
But-
yes. That because was that the
Because you win that game, you get in the playoffs.
Yes, 1,000%.
That was the game against Detroit where I think he broke his
Yeah,
wrist.
that's what I was gonna say. Was that the Christmas Eve game?
Yes.
Yeah, and that game, like, we had that game in hand too when that shit happened too, bro. That's really the shit that like blows the most about that particular injury is that like we really had that game in hand. We damn near didn't even need them for the rest of the game, and just on some freak shit, trying to
Trying to
punch
make
the
a
ball
tackle.
out.
Yeah.
Trying to make the tackle and punch the ball out. So yeah, all of that being said, I want Tampa Bay back from that anyway. That's number one. Secondly, I feel like they've had a horseshoe stuck up their ass all season anyway.
Yeah.
Like the games that they won earlier in the season, and you can attribute it to preparation or whatever, but they've had a horseshoe up their ass. The first 3, 4, 5 weeks of the year, when they got majority of their wins, they were getting blessed.
Yeah, and I mean, and being that it's a divisional rivalry, it's always going to be hard to sweep them. Like, obviously, I know what we did to Atlanta. That last game was a close game, went into overtime, but it's hard to sweep a team that you play twice a year that knows the most about you. And so it's gonna be a hard task. Like, I think that they have the opportunity to do it, to split for sure, but to sweep them it's gonna be tough. Especially you have to go to Tampa Bay, and more than likely that game will be for a spot in the playoffs. And at that point, it separates the men from boys, because who's gonna step up, who's gonna shrivel up and fold. And, you know, it just depends on who on that team has a dog in them on that given day. So it's going to be a tough task, but it can be done. Yeah,
I agree. Ideally, I'm going to tell you, for me, what I think. I think the Panthers are going to beat New Orleans. because I think that we're going to get that back in blood. I predict that we're probably going to win that game by 14, 15, 16 points. That's how I feel like, because I really feel as though this team realizes that we missed an opportunity, and I think coming off the bye, getting 100% healthy, that's going to be a statement win for this Carolina Panthers football team. That's how I feel about that one. And with Seattle, I'll be honest, like their defense be sliding, but like you mentioned earlier, bro, we've competed with damn near every team in the NFL, like top to bottom. When you look at the Jets, play that hard-fought game, and then you look at the win against the LA Rams, like the win against Green Bay. Honestly, no team, and I've been saying this damn near all season, which is why it's been so frustrating, the roller coaster ride we've been on. No team in the league like puts fear in me, bro. And that is just solidified with that Rams victory a couple weeks back or last week. That shit, no team puts fear in me. That Seattle game will be another hard-fought victory or a hard-fought game. I think we have the opportunity to win that one too. So I think you come off the bye and win 2 in a row, or the Seattle game is in between the first Tampa Bay game and the second one. So I think at the very least you'll win 2 out of your next 3. And I think that you'll beat Tampa Bay at the crib in BOA. Then, like you said, it'll set up for a finale if nobody gives us help for all the marbles to be on the table in Tampa Bay, and we already got rooms booked for that.
Yeah, and I think that even, like, going into the Seattle game, it's like you can kind of do the same thing that you've done for – like, the other games that you play when you had good quarterbacks like Jordan Love. You speed up his process. You make him turn the ball over. A Brock Purdy, like, we don't put him in that elite quarterback conversation, but Kyle Shanahan, they manage that offense very well. You speed him up. You make him turn the ball over 3 times. You have the opportunity to win that game, and you don't capitalize. With the Rams, you force Matthew Stafford to turn the ball over 3 times, and then you win that game. So, and we seen Sam Darnold, he threw 4 picks against whatever team they played, I forgot. But it just goes back to staying true to the defensive scheme, getting pressure on the quarterback, getting them out of rhythm, making them play the game that they're not used to. You can generate turnovers. This defense, we've seen that you can generate turnovers, and then when that happens, like, the offense just has to be competent at that point.
Yeah, agreed. You talk about the defense and just some of the turnovers that we've forced and things of that nature. I would say a big part of that, even though we haven't seen him necessarily directly affect majority of the turnovers we've seen, he's still been a big part on this defense, and Nick Scorton. So really just want to touch on briefly just the rookie class and how you kind of feel about that. For me, I mean, we had the conversation last week about Nalo being, in our opinion, rookie of the year. Up to this point, at the very least, I mean, we're heading into week 14. I believe he's rookie of the year. The only person that you can really make the argument for, in my opinion, outside of him is Tyler Warren. But we believe on this podcast, and of course we may be a little biased, but we definitely believe that Nalo is rookie of the year. Nick Scorton, dog. I think with Nick Scorton, I think we really found us one. He still has a lot of room to grow, but he's very young. He's 21 years old. He just became old enough to buy a drink. He couldn't even buy a drink at the point that he was drafted. To me, when you have a raw talent like that and he's really already going crazy, that is huge. Princely, TBD. He's found himself, kind of in the wash of things at times. He was kind of placed in a position in which we needed him to be a better pure pass rusher than he has been up to this point. I think that we expected to get a little bit more from him in the pass rush game, and we just haven't gotten it up to this point, which is why I believe you go back and look at that Rams game, Matthew Stafford has 4, 5, 6 seconds in the pocket. Not only is it just specifically Princely's responsibility, but it's just a unit as a whole. It's a unit in which we knew as Panthers fans needed to be addressed. I still love the decision to go back-to-back in rounds 2 and 3, to go 2 edges back-to-back, because it gives you the opportunity to let a guy that you get in the 3rd round that you had a 2nd-round grade on grow and develop. So I still have a lot of faith in Princely. Ransom, he has a lot of work to do in pass coverage. However, he's a thumper, and he embodies that dog mentality that you want to have in the room. Trevor Etienne, TBD. But also we're talking about a third-string running back against behind 2,000-yard backs. So I don't put too much pressure on that. And then Mitchell Evans, of course, kind of wrapping up and rounding off that group. So how are you feeling about this rookie class so far? For me personally, I think that there's a lot of hope and a lot of potential within that class.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean, I think that you hit a home run with Nick Scorton, just the way that we seen him come in and play and get adjusted to the speed of the NFL relatively quickly, where he's made an impact not only as a pass rusher but as a run stopper as well, and where he can – because we had our doubts coming into the season as far as, like, you had guys like Jadeveon Clowney, you had guys like DJ Wanham, you had guys like Pat Jones who suffered a season-ending injury, and we were like, well, these guys, like, they aren't, like, staple guys. So we feel like this rookie class, specifically Nick Scorton and Princely, are going to have to come in and play, like, prominent roles early on, which could be good and bad because it's like they're getting thrown into the NFL. It's way different from college. Like, the speed could be a little too fast for them. You don't know how they're going to turn out. You're putting a lot of responsibility on them early. But fortunately for Nick Scorton, it's turned out to work very well. So I think you hit on that. I think Princely is still a project. Now, we thought, or at least I thought coming into the draft and drafting him, he was like just the best pure pass rusher. Just watching him at Ole Miss, but then you have to also think he was also beside Walter Nolan, and then I think it was somebody else that he was alongside as well, who probably allowed him to kind of get off the line a little bit more and sack the quarterback. But we can see that he's a work in progress. But I think that with another offseason, he's gotten a lot of reps this season, so I think that he'll be fine moving forward. It's just going to take some time. Mitchell Evans, we didn't expect him to come in. Well, you did, but I didn't expect him to come in and, make an impact early on, being that we had JT Sanders and we had Tommy Tremble. But he's shown that he can be thrown into that number one tight end role. And I think that with another year of experience as well, that he will be the bona fide number one if we don't go out and get a tight end.
Which we should. Just for additional context, we definitely should go out and go get a vet tight end.
Yeah, 1,000%. We definitely should. And T-Mac, I mean, his numbers speak for themselves. He's the best rookie in his class. I think he will end up winning Rookie of the Year. So I don't really have, with those pieces just in themselves, Trevor Etienne, he's still developing, but he's been able to provide help in the return game, even though I think we need another returner. But he's been able to come in and provide help in the return game. I think that all in all, like, this rookie class is very solid, and I think they'll be all right going forward. And this is one of the rookie classes that I felt the best about in the past years.
Yeah, I'd agree. And I'd say, honestly, just from a production standpoint, like off rip, like 14 weeks into the season, 13 weeks into the season, whatever the case may be, I'm going to say that this is by far the most complete rookie class that we've put together in a very long time, if not ever. If not ever. I would have to, like, really, really go into detail and look at it. And go see some of the other rookie classes that we've had. But this one by far, because I feel like this rookie class, last rookie class with JB, Jatavion, and who else was it? Trevin. I will say, for whatever it's worth, Trevin has come on crazy this year.
Yeah. He's made a big improvement from last year, but like, as we know, he got thrown into the spotlight fairly quickly as well.
He did. That's something that we had to do a better job at, too.
Yeah, for sure.
We have to do a better job at, like, giving these guys some time to develop. And, again, I mentioned this last week on last week's episode, that when you're in the middle of it, it's hard because it's been 8, 9, 10 years since we've seen real success. So it's difficult to do that because you're expecting these guys just to come in immediately and make an impact. But we definitely have to do a better job at giving these guys time to develop. But when you look at a Nalo, when you look at a Nick Scorton, right, when you look at some of the production that we've seen with Mitchell Evans, it for me, it just gives me a lot of excitement. It brings me a lot of excitement because, like, you're seeing these guys contribute to these wins. Like, you look at the Rams game without Nalo and making that play on 4th down, right, and pretty much scoring a walk-off touchdown, so to speak. Without that play, we're having a whole different conversation. The tonality of this podcast is different. The scenarios is different. You have to win out, and then you need additional help. A lot of shit is just different. Same thing with Nick scoring, having 3 sacks now. That is not a number that jumps off the paper to you. However, having 3 sacks as a rookie, shit, that's more production than we've got from a lot of guys that we damn went out and signed in the offseason as veterans. So I just think that it brings a lot of excitement for what the future holds for the Carolina Panthers, with us being so young, with us seeing this amount of success already. You know, year 2 in the Dave Canales, year 3 in the Bryce, and then all of the rookies that are contributing. I mean, the foundation for me is set up for success, transparently. Off of that, not to get too deep into the offseason conversation, because we still got a lot of fucking work to do, a lot of football to be played, things of that sort. What is your main priority if you're Dan Morgan and you're Brent Tillis and you're preparing, because we know they're already having certain conversations with scouts, everything like that, in the draft or in free agency, what is the main position group for you feel as though the Carolina Panthers have to address?
I would say linebacker, personally. I think they need a lot of linebacker help. Like we said, Trevor Wallace has made a big leap this season from last season, but I think that this team will look a lot different if you have a solidified linebacker who teams fear, who's going to make impact plays like a Frankie Louvu did when he was here, who's going to make impact plays every time they're on the field. Every play, they're giving it 100%. Christian Roseboom, like, obviously, he's had flashes here and there, but he's also had games where he's looked like shit. And I think that is one of the only, like, inconsistent parts of the team. Like, obviously, there needs to be, I think getting an offensive lineman wouldn't be bad as well, because there's been a lot of injury there. There's been a lot of guys who have to rotate in and out. You have Chandler Zavala, who just looks horrible.
He's ass. He's terrible. He's terrible.
Yeah, and so, and then the tight end as well. And then I also wouldn't mind going to get another corner too. But I think if there's like a glaring position on the team where it's like, okay, you need, and damn safety, that you need help here. To me,
so damn near everything.
Yeah, damn near everything. But I think 1 would be linebacker, 2 would be safety. And I think those can be interchangeable, honestly.
Sure. For me,
because I think you go get a Caleb Downs. That's just me.
Fair enough. I've seen that name pop up on quite a few mocks that I've seen, which I will give Panther Nation credit for. I haven't started seeing many mocks. You guys have kept it under wraps. I will say I commend you guys for that. For me personally, I'm probably gonna go a little bit against the grain here and say tight end. I'm gonna say tight end. And all of the points that you made are valid. I definitely think that you need additional help and depth in that linebacker room. We've had multiple conversations about Nick Scott and just who he is as a player. I think Ransom still has a lot of time or a lot of huge need to develop.
Hold up 1 second. They just knocked the paint off of Cuzzo helmet.
For real?
He gave that whole up. Now he out with a concussion.
Damn.
Yeah,
I miss it. I'm blown that I miss that shit. I seen them come get him, and they hugging like they know they just caught a body too.
Yeah, they literally just knocked the end off of his helmet with NY. They knocked the end off of him. But go ahead, continue. My fault. But that shit was just crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's OD. That's OD. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's tight end. For me, it's tight end because I feel like we haven't seen this. We still have not seen, and this is why Dave Canales was like hammer home the point that like niggas ain't seen our best version of football yet. Like they just simply haven't, because I would say that we still have not seen this offense fully clicking on all cylinders. We just haven't. I think the closest thing that we got was against the Rams, and then we got very, very close also against the Dallas Cowboys. People will look at that Atlanta Falcons matchup and say, with all the yards and everything that Bryce Young threw for, then that would be the one. But I would just argue, like, when you look at the production or lack thereof from the running backs, that's not your offense, fully locked in. So I would say the Rams and the Cowboys, for me personally, the closest thing that you've seen. part of that, in my opinion, is the fact that you don't have a consistent threat in the tight end room.
Yeah, because, I mean, just imagine if you just have that additional weapon that can be a security blanket for Bryce, but can also make the defense respect all aspects of your passing game. Like, I know that, you know, there can be a vertical threat tight end. You also have T-Mac. You also have Jalen Coker. You have an Xavier Legette. But just imagine if you have a tight end. You have 2 running backs who have looked well in the receiving room. Like, obviously, that's going to be a point of conversation come the offseason. But for what it's worth, having a vertical threat tight end or having someone that makes the defense respect them being able to catch the pass, then that takes your offense to another level, I think. Because just imagine, like, a tight end like a Hunter Henry or a tight end like Njoku. I'm not going to say Brock Bowers. He's special.
Yeah, he's one of one.
But you have a guy like Harold Fannin or something like that. Isaiah Likely. Like, guys like that, bro, like, that literally is so – it seems so small, but, like, when your quarterback has someone like that they can trust who can block and get out of the backfield and still catch the ball and get you 10 yards. Like, that means a lot going forward. Like, that puts your team in a different position.
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. Who would you say, kind of in wrapping here, who would you say has been the Carolina Panthers MVP this year? I'll let you go first because I don't think that we're going to say the same person. I know that we're not going to say the same person. But I have mine if you want me to go first because I did just kind of spring it on.
Yeah, you can go ahead. But I think I have mine.
Derek Brown for me. He for me personally, this defense, and I know, and I give Dan Morgan, Brant Tillis, and everybody that was involved in the free agent signings and just what we did in the draft, et cetera. I give everybody credit for that. But this defense looks totally different being anchored by Derek Brown. Not only does he come back and really perform, in my opinion, when Derek Brown broke the record 2 years ago, like I was just like, okay, cool. That's one of the most dominant seasons that I've seen from a D tackle outside of Aaron Donald in our time, right? And Ndamukong Suh had a run or two. Like, you know, there's a couple of guys, but breaking the record for tackles as a defensive tackle, and Derek Brown doing what he did 2 years ago, that to me was him damn near entering flow state as it pertains to the D tackle. And I was a D tackle back in the day. So, you know, I just have a different appreciation for that position. And just seeing that was amazing. I believe that Derek Brown, off of his injury, the season-ending injury that he suffered from last year, has come back more dominant this year, and it has shown time and time again in this defensive group, within this unit. Derek Brown, him being healthy, him coming back and being the most dominant version of himself that we've seen. I believe, for me personally, he's been the MVP with a group that had a lot of question marks coming into it. Not only with your DC, people alleging, or not even alleging, your DC should have been fired. Just simply based off of merit.
On last year,
Yeah, just based off of merit and off of last year, your DC should have been fired. But that group still had a lot of question marks. And based on the weapons that we put around Bryce Young himself, Dave Canales being the play caller he was, the only thing that we needed and the only thing that we requested from this defense was to be top 18. Be competent. Don't be as bad as you were last year. I feel like Derek Brown has played a significant part in that. For me personally, he's getting my MVP thus far.
And Derek Brown, he was even a question mark too because we didn't know how he would respond off of a season-ending injury, like how that rehab would be. But
we had that conversation probably about 3 or 4 times in the all season.
Yeah, we did. And I would say, yeah, so mine is I was between two. I was between Derek Brown and T-Mac. And I'm not going to go into a discourse about Derek Brown because you said all of the things, but I'm just sitting here imagine if we took like a Jalen Walker or somebody with that pick instead of T-Mac. Is there imagine what this receiving core would look like with Jalen Coker getting injured in the offseason. Like, this offense will look very nasty with Chuba Hubbard suffering that injury that he did at the beginning of the season. I'm just imagining like how bad this offense would look, and just the fact that he's able to take the top off of the defense. He's able to draw multiple corners on him, and he's able to make those contested catches. Like, he's struggled with drops, obviously, but even through the midst of the drops, he's been very good at the receiver position. So, and I think that has elevated the offense to another level as well. So, If it's not Derrick Brown, for the sake of not picking Derrick Brown because you already have, I'm going to say T-Mac.
Fair enough. I'm assuming, safe to assume that Rico Dowdle gets an honorable mention.
For sure. Yeah, if he was able to string it together over these past couple of weeks like he did at the beginning, then, he will be my MVP probably.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Here you go. Because I don't, you didn't send it to me, so I'll just let you do it. Yeah, I totally agree. And with that, I will say, because we had Pro Bowl selections up there, but we wanted to keep this one. We wanted to keep this episode, keep it cute. We just wanted to keep it cute, come in here, give you guys some new content for the week or whatever the case may be. And then, like I said earlier, we will be live. I'm gonna restart it and just pause it until we get this off real quick. We will be live on Friday with our game preview of the New Orleans Saints heading down to New Orleans. And also, I think that I didn't tell you this yet, but what is it? I can't remember the name of the guy's show. The New Orleans Saints podcast that we did last year. I think we're going to spin back on that again this year. He hit me up, and we had a couple of conversations, so I think that we're going to do that. But yeah, we will be back on Friday with a live stream. But again, just wanted to keep this one kind of short, give you guys some new content, and just kind of give our feelings about the season thus far. Pro Bowlers for the Carolina Panthers currently: Nala Boy, JC, Derrick Brown, and depending on the way Rico finishes the season, Rico. I think that Rico was 7th at his respective position in Pro Bowl votes last week rather. And I think there was one more player. I don't know if you saw that or not, but there was one more player that was like top 7 in that as well. But I can't remember. But I'm gonna say Rico. But it honestly depends on if he comes back out of this bye week healthy. Because if he doesn't, then it might be curtains for him. Not gonna hold you, but yeah, not bad. What do we end up being at? 5 minutes. I'll take that. Carolina Panthers sitting at 7-6. We're in it, folks. We're in it. This is what we've asked for. This is the feeling that we've been dying to get back from the Carolina Panthers, playing meaningful football when it gets a little chilly outside, when it starts getting dark at 4:35 p.m. This is what we've asked for, and we're poised and primed for a playoff run. You control your destiny. You get, the NFC South champions, the reigning champions over the last 2 or 3 seasons. You get them twice in the last 4 weeks of the season. What more could you ask for? Make sure to tap in with us on social media. After Panthers fans only. Again, we will be back with a live stream on Friday night. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do that right now. Turn the bell notification on. And we will talk to y'all very soon. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace.
Grab another load again. I keep trapping peace till I win.